Hello, Not Manley here, and today we're playing Kerbal Space Program. Yes, that is Eve, and in case you're wondering why Kerbal Space Program, well, some of you may remember an old video talking about how specific impulse was measured in seconds. And then you may remember a follow-up to that video making fun of YouTube's auto-transcription system and with children making fun of the recorder in the background. So today I thought I would explore that with an actual Kerbal Space Program. This is GregroxMun's Alien Space Programs mod, which lets you take the Kerbal Space Center and put it on another planet. In this case, we're going with Badass mode, or the planet Eve. And here we go, Eve in space. No, let's try that again. Kerbal Space Program. And the Kerbals will be managing this space program. So we all know how this starts off. We get very basic rocket parts, and we get to pick a flag. So let's take a look. There's that gorgeous Eve sunrise. That's from the Scatterer mod. That's been updated to support the alien space programs. Other mods we've got in here include the Distant Objects mod. Let's show you that just a bit. We've got the reflection from the ocean on the sunrise. Isn't that beautiful? And that haze. The sun gets a lot brighter later in the day. But this is Distant Object Enhancement. If we can actually get to space, we may actually be able to see some stars. We've got Texture Replacer. We'll be able to give Bob and Doug Kerman the uniforms that they deserve. We've got Kerbal Alarm Clock, which, even if we don't go anywhere, at least shows us where the ascending and descending nodes are on incomplete conics. We've got Transfer Window Planner, just in case we can actually get to space and get to somewhere else. And finally, we have a pre-release of Ferram Aerospace Research. If you are dealing with the very thick and hot atmosphere of Eve, Ferram Aerospace will give you a fighting chance of dealing with it. Where we have our first two missions: gather scientific data from Eve, and we have launch our first vessel. This is a lot more harder than it looks because of Eve's very high gravity. The basic parts you start with are just not up to the task, but you'll get to see that in just a moment. Yes, we've all seen this before, our Mark 1 command pod. We've only got a few basic parts, like I said. We've got the Flea solid rocket booster that we're just going to bring up in a moment. Here we go. And we have to get some science. Oh, let's not forget the parachute. We don't want to kill anyone on our very first mission. But we're so starved for science, we need parts. So once we get these fins on here, we're going to get some very basic science on here. Just enough so that we can get a boost to our very basic start. Let's see, where's the science? Science, come on, science. Mystery goo, yes, we don't need 3 of them. Get at least 2 on there though. With Ferram Aerospace installed, the goo containers will add drag to this launch, so you want 2 of them for balance. And even though the air is thicker on Eve, the gravity is that much stronger. We're going to use a trick you might have seen before on Duna Space Program, where we attach some extra chutes even though we don't have radial attachable parachutes right now. So we'll attach these structural girders, and then we'll attach these chutes onto it. There we go. A little bit of adjustments later for sort of aerodynamics, and we'll try to launch this thing. There we go. See if we can't tighten that up a little bit. Now, let's check something else on here. Even though this thing will not fly far, it's still going to have to fly. So we want to get the center of mass ahead of the center of lift if we can. We got these fins on here, so we are going to have some lift, but right now the center of lift is ahead of the center of mass. That's not good because the rocket will just flip as soon as it launches if we do that. Let's see if we can get it up there. Oh, a little higher. Oh, there we go. Just enough to get the center of lift behind there. It'll give our passenger a fighting chance of pointing this thing straight up. And who are we going to send up in our Death Trap 1? Let's face it, what else is this thing going to be? Well, we've got Bob Kerman, who is a scientist. And we want a scientist on our first mission, if we can, so that we can reuse these goo canisters. Get our very basic science. We need this science really early. Come on, Bob, get that science. Observe the mystery goo, yep. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob, don't be shy. There you go. Get an EVA report. You eat too much before you left. You feel sluggish and heavy. This is Eve. After all, the gravity is 1.7 times that of Kerbin. There we go. Take the data, store the data, so we can take another crew report once we're in the air. For what passes as air on Eve. No SAS. Bob is a scientist. He's not a pilot, and we don't have any probe bodies yet. Oh, EVA. Yes, we performed our first EVA. On 3, 2... And we're not moving. Why aren't we moving? There we go. Go, get the science, get the science. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 up, up. Oh, parachutes, parachutes. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. No, 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 Bob. Ah! No, Bob. Bob, oh no. What's your brother going to say about that? Okay, thanks to save reloading, we bring Bob back from the dead and we try again. Come on, Bob. Let's get those parachutes up just a little quicker this time, and... Come on, Bob. Don't be shy. There you go. Get ready with the science, get ready with the science. And go, 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 go. Crew report, mystery goo. Get the chute, get the... There we go. Oh, just in time. But... Oh, no, no. Oh, he survived. Oh, Bob. Way to go, you survived your first launch. Oh boy. Ooh. My goodness. We didn't get much more than a few meters into the air, but at least we got into the air. We achieved our contract, launched our first vessel. We actually got to 32 kilometers. How did we do 100? How did we do that? Did we lose any... We got some pots that go flying off in the distance or something. Where'd they go? Would our fins go flying off further than we did? Let's recover their vessel. 31 science. That's enough to get us our first tier of pots at least. And we've got money. We're getting those first 2 contracts. And Bob actually gained some experience. Let's get these last little bits off the launch pad. We get some money back for him. There we go. Yes, contract complete. Gather scientific data. We've recovered our first crew, and we've returned from air travel on Eve. We've got 100,000 funds. But we need to upgrade mission control so we can get more advanced funds. We're really desperate for money here. We can only get that by taking on advances for contracts. We've all seen this before, right? Conduct focused observational surveys of Eve. Oh, here we go. These have got to be a lot easier. Test parts at the launch site. We've got a long way to go before we can escape the atmosphere. Even longer to orbit Eve. But maybe we can get some of these basic ones out. That's awfully high to get this early in the game. Let's get these 2 test part contracts going and we'll... Yep, yeah, fireworks. Yeah, very funny there, Gene. So, these part tests at the launch pad are really, really easy. You just need to have the parts there and attached. And you don't even need to have any fuel in there. You can just empty them. Here we go. We're not having to risk the life of this brave purple knot. What else are we going to call them? We can't call them Kerbal knots. This is Purple Space Program, not Kerbal Space Program. And we've got premiering Jebediah Kerman with our very first part test. We're not going to risk his life today. We're just going to do some tests. There we go. There you go, Jeb. Just get you warmed up for the next one. Enough to get a little bit of funds, and a little bit of science. Now let's get our science, put it to work here. We're going to need liquid fuel engines to be able to get higher than just a few meters. We're going to need survivability, and look, in Kerbal Space Program 122, our earliest reusable science is right here in survivability. And also we've got the service bays, heat shields, landing legs. Landing legs aren't going to do us much good here. Now let's take a look at our science. Oh! Where's the science? Where's the reports we just got? Hi, Werner, where's our science? Is it over here? No. No, not here, not here. What if we just go back and forth and... No. Oh, come on. Where's our science? We got the science. Where's the reports? Open down. Sun, Moho, Eve. Come on, we got lots of Eve. Well. Oh, let's just get back to it, eh? We still got at least a few more contracts we can try before we take our next chance at Eve. Now here, I want to find out where these observational surveys are. They're all clustered around here, like you would see in regular Kerbal Space Program. But that doesn't look like where the Purple Space Center is. I think I want to find out where the Purple Space Center is. I gotta admit, that crater looks like a much more interesting place to start our space program than where I think we are right now. But I think what we can do is we'll just leave a part out there somewhere nearby as we get our bearings. So we'll take this. Here we go. Test TR-18A stock decoupler splash down at Eve. That's an easy one. If we can just get to the water with, well, what passes for water on Eve, we can get this to the water at least. We can leave that part there and then figure out where we are, and then we can try to see where those focused observational surveys are. So let's take our death trap and there we go, stock decoupler. We're going to need two of these. We're going to one to separate our rocket from our command pod, and then one to actually do the test. There we go, stage that. Now we'll get some rockets back there. What kind? We want our liquid fuel in there. We need a little more control. Where's our liquid fuel tanks? There's our liquid fuel tank. Oh, come on. Can't use a liquid fuel rocket without a liquid fuel tank. There we go. FLT 100 liquid fuel tank. Where's our engines? Come on. Find the engines. There you go. That's the LVT-45 swivel, which we've all seen many times back on Kerbin. But here on Eve, it's going to have a harder time with a thicker air. I'm pretty sure. How are we going to get this thing up there? Because I'm pretty sure we can't leave the pod by itself. Can we get... Ooh, yeah, sure we can. We can radially attach these hammer boosters right to the decoupler. There we go. We don't have radial decouplers yet, but we have that. Let's get a little bit of stability going there. There we go. Let's get a lot more stability there if we can. I don't even think we have nose cones yet. There we go. And let's take our new science instruments, our 2-hot thermometer and our press mat barometer. Oh. We don't need 4 of them, we just need 2. We only just need 1 if we can. Hopefully they're a little different, so hopefully we don't tip over when we try to launch this thing. We got the mystery goo canisters in the way that might shield those components from the drag. Take a look around. Anything else? Anything else on our death trap? Oh yeah, let's fix our staging. We want to ignite that swivel engine. Okay, and we'll send out Death Trap 1.1 with our brave scientist Bob Kerman, who can reuse the glue canisters when in the ocean. And come on, launch! Alright, brave Bob, go out there and get some more science. And since we've got some new science instruments, we can get some new science from the launch pad. Get our too hot thermometer. Temperatures range between very cold and very hot. Log pressure. The atmosphere is very dense at the surface. It crashes down on the instrumentation. Well, this is Eve. Come on, take the data. Good, Bob. Now get on board there and launch this. Come on, Bob. Store them. Yep, there you go. Come on, Bob. Get in there. Bob's a little shy today. Come on, Bob. Get in the... There you go. But we're going to spare Bob the suspense right now. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Hit the launch button. Okay, looks like Bob's got a little bit of stage fright. Well, we'll come back to him in a future episode. Until then, I'm Not Manley. Fly safe.